Hello there. So in this video, I've got a huge Lego haul to unbox and show you. Story behind it is a friend of mine is just moving house. He's got a huge selection of Lego. Every time a new set came out that tickled his fancy, he bought it and stuck it in a drawer. And now he's gone to move, he's realised he's got basically an entire back catalogue of Lego from the 2000s. Basically, he said to me, I'm going to get rid of this Lego, try and sell it to some company unless you want it. So I said, yeah, okay, I'll tell you what, I'll give you £100 for everything in this box. I've no idea if that's tremendous value. I think it's all right. I don't think I've overpaid. We'll see. Perhaps you can tell me if I've been ripped off or if I've got myself a bit of a bargain here. But before I do that, I do just want to show you this. So this is a Darth Vader bust, I don't know if that's what you call it, that Ellie got me for Christmas. She previously got me a Stormtrooper one, which I have built. These are actually really good fun. I think they've got something like 600 pieces. Oh, it's 834 pieces. I think that's about optimal, actually, for building a Lego set. As I've said before, the tiny little sets, too easy. The massive 2,000, 3,000 brick sets are a real kind of bore to have to keep going back to day after day. Depends on your personality, really. I like to just spend an hour and a half, 2 hours, and it's done. And that's what this is. And I like Star Wars as well. So thank you to Ellie, a few months late. But anyway, here is the box. It's not completely full of stuff. Incidentally, this is one of the moving boxes, packing boxes that I used when I moved house. So don't ever throw moving boxes away because they can be useful for transporting ridiculous amounts of Lego. So let's open this. Right, delicately. Probably deafened you now. So I can't actually remember what's in here. Oh, it's like, oh wow, this is quite good. So I'll just take it out bit by bit, show you what we've got. Firstly is a Lego Superman alarm clock. I've actually got the Stormtrooper and the Darth Vader one as well. Obviously different themes, and if you're a bit OCD, you wouldn't want to mix them up. But actually Superman is my favourite superhero, and probably more of a favourite than a Stormtrooper or Darth Vader, so I might actually use this. And I'm pretty sure this sort of thing is really only kind of worth about 10 quid, correct me if I'm wrong, so it's kind of worth just using it, and so I think I will use it. But the rest of the stuff in here is actually Lego. So we've got Marvel superheroes, Iron Man here, this is 4529. It looks like a bit like a sort of Bionicle Lego set. He did send me a picture of, there was a noodle in here, he did send me a picture of all the stuff, and I saw this and this caught my eye because Ellie is forcing me to watch all of the Marvel films because she's a bit addicted to them. Not really interested in Marvel, but Iron Man's pretty cool, so I'm quite pleased about that. In the same vein, we've got Captain America, who I think is possibly the worst of the Avengers, but let me know what you think. He's kind of a bit of a robot there. I suppose really the kind of Avengers universe that you see in the films isn't necessarily the Avengers that you get in like comic books and stuff, but I'm not really a comic book nerd. I am a nerd, I just don't really like comics. So that's set 4597. I think we've got another one in here. We've got the Incredible Hulk, which is 4530. So there's 3 there. If I wanted to build those and stick them in my Kallax bookcase, I could do that. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these Lego sets. I think I'll keep some. I think I will build others. And the odd small one I might sell, I might get rid of. We'll see. We've also got set 76,000. Arctic Batman versus Mr. Freeze Aquaman on Ice. Not the catchiest of names for this Lego set, but descriptive, I suppose. You can see we've actually got, there's a kind of icy Batman and what's the guy, Poseidon is it? Or somebody with a trident anyway. It looks like mainly a sort of Batman set, which I'm inferring from the fact that it's got Batman in the top right hand corner and the Batman logo down here. Now this is a Superman one, Superman Black Zero Escape. No idea what that means, set 76,009. That's got Superman and it looks like Zod. Is it in it? Or something like Zod. Maybe Black Zero is his name. But on the back I can see somebody who might be Lois Lane and somebody who looks a bit like Zod. So yeah, Superman is my favourite superhero. I don't like any of the new Superman films. I don't know what you think. For me, it'll always be Christopher Reeve. He was the best Superman. He just embodied Superman, mild-mannered and, you know, kind of believable as Clark Kent, and then completely different, a completely different person as Superman. And I just don't think anyone else has pulled that off. You know, they've come close, but I don't know. I think some of it as well is Superman being made in the 80s and the style of the film being an 80s film. They just can't replicate it, and I wish they'd stop trying, really. So anyway, nice Superman set. Now there's a couple of sets in here, like for example this one. Oh, if I can just get it out. That obviously this is brand new, never been used. That's how somebody would list it on eBay. Not that I'm cynical or anything. So obviously some of these sets have actually been built. This is set 6866. It seems to have, I think, oh, is this the A, not the A-Team? So this is the X-Men, not the A-Team. And, you know, you can tell because it's got claw hands and Spider-Man 2 in it. I don't know what their real names are. But yeah, that looks quite good with the helicopter. Seeing as this one's been opened, I might as well build this and think of some kind of review. Incidentally, these are the first, I think, Lego superhero sets I've ever had, so you never know. I'm one of these people that's a little bit reluctant to try new things, and when so for ages I was addicted to Lego Technic, and then I moved to Lego Star Wars, and it was a revelation. And I thought, how can Lego Star Wars be interesting? There's no complex mechanisms to build. But actually, as it turns out, Lego Star Wars is really good fun. And maybe it's the same with the superhero stuff. But I don't know. I'm not that interested in X-Men. And I'm not going to play with them because I'm 35. So, yeah, we'll see. Probably talked myself out of that one, haven't I? What else have we got in here? So these are interesting. This is Dimensions. I've got no idea what Lego Dimensions are. But I think these are quite good because they've got little minifigures in them. So this one's got a Benny and a spaceship, and this one's got B.A. Baracus and B.A.'s van. I think it's some kind of augmented reality thing that you use with your phone or a piece of software on your computer or something. Maybe one of you can tell me down below, or I can just stop being lazy and look it up on the internet. And it says fun pack up there, so presumably these can't be shit. That's something a bit sinister about B.A. Baracus and that giant spanner that's bigger than his head, isn't it? Did he have a spanner in the A-Team? I don't know. I never really watched the A-Team. I like the theme tune, and then I used to turn it off. What else have we got? So we got some bags of stuff, which I think is quite interesting. I've got some bags of minifigures here. I wonder if I can show you some of them. There's like a massive ninja. Oh, it's a key ring. Massive key ring thing in there. There are some Jedis. I think there are some things in here that used to be key rings that my mate has taken the key rings off of so that they were kind of individual minifigures, which is quite a good idea. But not if you want to kind of have valuable minifigures, I think, because people will know because they'll have a hole in them. So it's nice of him to include these. He kind of threw these in for free, probably because he thought I was a bit of an idiot spending 100 quid on all this Lego. But who cares? Content for the channel, isn't it? This, I think, must be the model. I think this is the helicopter model. Yes, look, he's probably got that from work, thinking about it, which isn't. That's naughty, isn't it? He's carefully labelled it. Isn't that great? I don't think it's for my benefit. I think it was for his own. What have we got here? We've got, oh yeah, he said, do you want this bag of mixed Lego? And because I'm a hoarder, I said, yeah, I'll take it. But this is completely useless to me, and will sit in a drawer for 20 years. Superman Metropolis Showdown. There we go. 76002. Again, this looks like Zod. Incidentally, Terence Stamp in the original Superman films, he wasn't particularly scary, was he? It was almost quite funny, really. Obviously, as a bad guy, he was English, but for us English people, it's quite interesting because when he gets angry, he's obviously really getting into his acting, and his received pronunciation slips, and he goes from being very well-spoken as Zod to sounding really Cockney, so it's quite interesting. So it turns out they have the East End of London on planet Krypton as well. This is them fighting underneath a car, and Zod's lifted it up. Great. Oh, we've got another Captain America and Captain America versus Red Skull. Yeah, I really should. This looks really rubbish, actually. The problem with these very small sets, and I don't know if you agree, But because they've got so few bricks in them, the models that they build are just really, really simple, which is why it just doesn't really appeal to me. But for a little kid to keep them entertained for half an hour, I guess they're pretty good. Mind you, expensive entertainment really, isn't it? Because a set like this is probably about £9 or £10 from Lego, so possibly more now. Incidentally, all of my IKEA furniture, I notice, has all gone up by 20%, so maybe I should take it all apart and sell it on. Sets 76010, Batman, the Penguin face-off. So we got Batman and the Penguin? Oh, I was going to say, I was looking at the actual penguin there rather than the character, the Penguin. Wasn't the Penguin in, was it Batman Returns with Michael Keaton as Batman? Really weird, actually, because he then played Birdman in a film not that long ago, which was actually quite a good, weird, surreal film, actually, where I think something really weird and surreal happened at the end of it. Now I kind of vaguely remember. But really interestingly, in a new Catwoman film with Halle Berry, I think, coming out soon, he's playing Bruce Wayne and Batman again. So that'll be really interesting, because obviously he was kind of Batman when I was a kid. So, you know, kind of tend to think that he's the proper Batman, and Val Kilmer definitely isn't. I'd say that thing's more of a duck than a penguin. Anyway, that film really scared me, actually, as a kid. But not as much as Ghostbusters. I lost sleep over the slime coming out of the taps in the Ghostbusters film. I'm quite sensitive. So yeah, that's set 76010. We're down to the final two in here, which is quite exciting. So we've got a big old set here. This is set 76003, which is Superman Battle of Smallville. Oh, that's really cool. Again, that's probably got Zod in it, has it? I don't know if it is Zod, because he doesn't always have a beard, unless as well as having superhuman strength and being able to fly, his facial hair grows back very, very quickly. Looks like, oh, maybe that's the other one. I only remember Zod's name. Zodella, let's call her that. Oh, that's quite good. I wonder how old these sets are, actually. Is there a date on the bottom? Because I'd like to really kind of know. Copyright the Lego Group, 2013. So 9 years old is this Lego set. It's vintage. So let's put that down there. And then we're on to the final thing in this box, which I was most excited about because I think it looks pretty cool. And that is Star Wars Battle of Hoth, the board game. I don't like board games, actually, at all. Apart from Monopoly and Connect 4, which isn't even a board game. But I just thought this was really unusual, and I kind of like the idea of it. In fact, I might just open it up now and have a quick look. Oh, so it's brand new. All the stuff in there is sealed. Really cool, weird Lego-y dice. It's even got instructions. So it's not something you can just like open up and play, is it? Because you've got to build it before you can actually play it. But I think that's really weird. And on the back, it's actually got these, not minifigures, but kind of minifigure style playing pieces. There's Boba Fett on there, Darth Vader, General Veers, don't know who that is, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker. Yeah, I think that's pretty exciting and unusual. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. Very happy with that haul. What do you think? Are these good things? Would you be excited? Would you have paid 100 quid? Or have I ripped my mate off and I should take him out for a meal? Let me know down below. Thank you to my loyal patrons who are scrolling down the screen now, especially George Foot, Magnanimous Meg, Jennifer Jones, and Rob Van Eden, who are extremely generous patrons. Do subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I shall see you next time for another one.